Hello class, my name is Zoya Rebello. My roll number is AU1700002 and this is the third and final part of the video tutorial. In today's class, we will be looking at the various visual cues that shows the gender binary and the sexual inversions in the character of Bruce, that is Alison's father in the graphic novel Fun Home. Alison's father was an authoritarian man who was obsessed with order and beauty and had a passion for restoring the Gothic revival of the home his family lived in. Alison herself describes her father as a libidian, manic and martyred man. With his perfectionist personality, Bruce was obsessed with being perceived as the perfect man, the perfect husband and the perfect father, despite having his public image ruined by the numerous sexual scandals with young boys. Bechdel even calls him an old father and old artificer, suggesting that he was skilled not just in making things but to make things appear to be something they aren't. Bruce made his home a space for personal freedom. He would constantly restore and redecorate so that he could portray his aesthetics in the open. By repressing his own femininity, Bruce forcefully projects it on his daughter Alison, but in vain, because in the end they are both still displaced by the conventional, heteronormative genders that are assigned to them. Let's take a look at a few visual cues that shows the gender binary and sexual inversions in the character of Bruce. Alison refers to her father as a sissy. He constantly forces his feminine aesthetics on her despite her rejection. Here you can see Alison watching a Western television show that is generally targeted at a male audience, while she observes her father decorate the house with flowers. While picking out wallpaper for Alison's room, Bruce yet again forces his aesthetics on his daughter. There are various scenarios of Alison opposing her father's feminine aesthetics, as well as the lifestyle that he yearns for but projects onto her. One of the most prominent pieces of evidence that helps the reader identify these queer crossings or these sexual inversions is the placing of speech bubbles in certain panels. Oftentimes, these speech bubbles cross over each other when Alison and her father are talking. In this panel, you can see the crossing of the speech bubbles as well as Alison and Bruce looking in the mirror where they are not looking at themselves but each other. This is clear evidence that the two characters are looking at their inversions, the identity that they truly identify themselves as. You can clearly see how their preferences oppose each other. They both try to compensate in each other what they cannot express themselves. Through her graphic novel, Alison Bechdel challenges the established gender binaries by showcasing Alison and Bruce as opposing characters. I hope that through these videos and through these visual cues, you have not only understood how Alison Bechdel has depicted the characters of Alison and Bruce in her graphic novel, but as these visual cues have also given you a more definite and better understanding of what gender binary, non-binary and sexual inversions are. Thank you so much for watching.